Hello, my name is METİN. This is 247th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, mass has nothing to do with space-time curvature fallacy. Space-time fallacy, mass doesn't make the space curve. 1. Mass is the property of a spherical, ring-shaped, intrinsic electron motion form and its successive waves in meta-sensation perception matter. Mass is not property of ordinary particle or object in our subjective reality, in observable universe. Mass comes from only wave property of electron motion form and its inseparable any point. In other words, photons are not particles. Mass comes from only wave property of electron motion form and its inseparable any point. In other words, photons are not particles. Photon has mass also. The photon has point mass. Lambda normal is wavelength of electron motion form, contrary to accepted physics theories. According to me, intrinsic motion form of meta-sensation perception matter, electron motion form, has 3 dimensions. Accepted physics theories and quantum theories say that electron is point particle, dimensionless particle. This is wrong. Without wavelength, we cannot say about electron motion forms mass because unique mass sources are electron motion forms in meta-sensation perception matter. Here, for instance, this is speed of light direction formula that I put forth. This is linear velocity direction point energy formula that I put forth. Yes. Speed of light direction 1, 2, 3. These spaces, if it is electron motion form at rest in all direction, these spaces through eternity go on at speed of light velocity. But in the same time, for each waves, this point or say inseparable point or say photon is cycling and it has linear velocity. This linear velocity is determinative for speed of light, and this linear velocity for the first cycle is 2 pi c, 1,884,000 km per second. Okay. Where is the mass? Here I have for electron motion form intertwined, interconnected formulas that I put forth. Here, energy formula. Here, wave velocity formula. For each point, for each direction, if electron motion form is relocating, this is VE is velocity of electron motion form. According to this, speed velocity of light will be variable. Okay, variable velocity of light formula. This is the variable wavelength formula. This is, and this is my mass formula here. Speed of light component mass formula here that I put forth, and linear velocity component mass formula. These are different. Linear velocity component mass formula here that I put forth. Okay, intertwined. And don't forget, this is h. Planck's constant is not constant in fact. If electron motion form is relocating, Planck's constant will be change. Yes. Now this is important. I emphasize that without wavelength, without dimensions, there wouldn't be mass in our universes. For instance, for at rest electron motion form, I have computed linear velocity component mass of any point of electron motion form, or mass of photon is 2.42 10 to the minus 35 kilogram, and linear velocity component mass is 3.858, I guess. I have computed 10 to the minus 36 kilogram. Yes, you cannot think the mass without wavelength, without wave, without electron motion form. Originally, this has not mass. Its mass comes from in its electron motion forms. Okay? Yes. Two, whether it has small mass or great, huge mass, an electron motion form with mass can never make outside of its boundary. This is so important. Electron motion form with mass. All electron motion forms has mass. But if they exceed speed of light, they becomes, remember from my former videos, they becomes neutrinos, okay? I don't want to confuse your mind now. Whether it has small mass or huge mass, an electron motion form with mass can never make, this is so important, can never make outside of its boundary medium warp. Electron motion form cannot make outside of its boundary curve. There is no space in meta-sensation perception matter. An electron motion form cannot make outside of its motion form boundary curve, so it cannot make meta-sensation perception matter outside part of meta-sensation perception matter, warp, curve, bend. It cannot do that. Okay? Outside of its boundary, inside of its boundary, and its boundary, all of erase these motions all of that a single matter, unseen matter, meta-sensation perception matter. I am drawing these curves and lines because of to tell motion forms are not ordinary objects. Electron motion forms are not ordinary observable objects. Yes. 3. Electron motion form and its successive waves are interact by connecting their spherical motion forms. Each point of these ring-shaped intertwined motion form surfaces has two component masses, velocities, energies, etc. Unless electron motion forms connect with their waves each other, unless electron motion forms connect with their waves each other, they can never interact. There is no action at a distance or space curvature. Unless electron motion forms connect with their waves each other, gravity can never occur between them or between ordinary objects. Linear velocity component, mass, energy, and linear velocity. And c direction velocity component, mass. When proton-bound electron motion forms first cycle motion form and free electron motion forms successive waves connect with each other, or free electron motion forms connecting each other, then we can say, yes, gravity occurs. Mass cannot make space curve, bend, okay? But if electron motion form is in motion, but in the same time it is motion form, its waves in motion, cycling, okay? It changes itself because of meta-sensation perception matter outside or inside this motion form. A kind of tension. Always it is at rest, whether it is at rest or in motion. But it changes. In the motion direction, speed of light, velocity of light decreases. Opposite direction increases. In speed of light, in electron motion forms, motion direction, mass increases, energy increases for each point. Relates to angle. Okay. I have told you before, I advise you to watch my former videos, but you must know that mass can never curve the space-time fallacy. Have a good evening. See you later.